Hi friends, today our topic is the stroke. It is also called as the cerebrovascular accident. So what is stroke? The stroke is usually called as if there is interruption in the blood supply to the any part of the brain. So there is a sudden loss of brain function. So suppose this is the brain and this is the artery. So there is the interruption in the blood flow to the brain due to different causes. So it is called as the stroke. There are two types of the stroke, that is the ischemic and the hemorrhagic. In ischemic, what happens? The interruption in the blood supply. Suppose this is an artery and there is a formation of blood clot and this is the brain tissue. Okay. So because of the blockage or due to the blood clot, the brain tissue does not get oxygen. So there is the infarction occurs and there is the loss of brain function in that area. So it may be due to the blood clot or the embolus. Blood clot or the embolus. Embolus is type of blood clot which is flowing through an artery. Suppose this is the carotid artery over here and this is the brain. The embolus is the part of a blood clot which is ruptured from a atherosclerotic plaque or the cholesterol. So from the heart it may travel over here and it stuck in the carotid artery. So the blood flow to the brain stops. So there is also called, so this is called as thromboembolic stroke. The most of the strokes are of ischemic types and it is of 87% and the hemorrhagic stroke are of 13%. Now we will focus on the hemorrhagic stroke. In hemorrhagic stroke, the blood vessel in the brain, suppose this is the brain cerebral hemisphere and there is a blood vessel. There is a rupture of blood vessels. So hemorrhage mainly called as the bleeding. So there is bleeding occurs. So the part over here, the neurons over here malfunction and the part over there becomes, the brain tissue over here part becomes ineffective and does not actually work. Now we will focus on the causes and risk factors of the stroke. The hypertension, the first one is the hypertension. Because of the hypertension, the blood vessels may rupture. The second one is the diabetes mellitus. Third one is the coronary artery disease. The fourth one is the family history of stroke. The people who are having family history of stroke are most will have the stroke. The cigarette smoking and alcohol. The atherosclerosis, as the atherosclerotic plaque which is ruptured and travels in the form of embolus and stuck in the carotid artery. So this is the most important cause of the stroke. Kidney disease, blood clotting disorders, rheumatoid arthritis and the vasculitis. These are the causes and the risk factors of the stroke. Now we will move on to the clinical manifestations or the signs and symptoms of the stroke. The first one, the signs and symptoms of the stroke depend on which part of the brain has been damaged or malfunction. The first one is the numbness or weakness in the face, arms or one side of the body, drooping of the mouth, loss of memory, sudden headache, dysphagia means difficulty in swallowing, dizziness, loss of coordination, loss of control on the bladder, that is the urinary incontinence, and the dippling of the eye is also the clinical manifestation of the stroke. Now we will focus on the diagnostic evaluations of the stroke, means how we will diagnose the stroke. The first one, we will do the physical and the neurological examination. The second one, we will do the CT scan. The third one, we can do the CT scan with angiography. The another exam is of carotid Doppler ultrasound. The next one is the ECG, that is the electrocardiogram, and the lab test, that is the CBC, electrolytes and blood cholesterol levels we will diagnose. Now we will focus on the management of the stroke. Whenever we see a patient who is developing the signs and symptoms of stroke, then we will move him immediately to the hospital and we will do the treatment, imaging and the test. So we have discussed test and imaging already in the diagnostic evaluations. Now the treatment part. In the medical management, we will give the thromboembolytic medicines, that is the tissue plasminogen activator, that is the streptase, aminase and retovase. The anticoagulant medicines, that is the heparin and warfarin. In surgical management, we will do the carotid and diaterectomy. This is about the stroke. Hope this video will help you.